Hi everyone, what's up? AB Squad, this is your boy Abbas. Welcome back to the family, welcome back to AB React. Guys, today I am back in checking out another of Charlie Crick's video. It's really been a long while, I reacted to his video. So today I'm going to check out his video, where he'll be doing a debate on, the most powerful debunking of systematic racism. So if you're ready to see this interesting video by Charlie, do well to smash your like button, join the family, join AB React by clicking on your subscribe button, and of course on your notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I upload a video. If you have recommendations, suggestions, guys, always do well to leave them right there in the comment section. All right, AB Squad, let's go and see it for ourselves.
So I wanted to talk with you about, again, the 1350.
He has a question to ask.
So earlier I did chime in when you were talking with Jackson. You said 2020 with the George Floyd protests that nobody was talking about the nuclear family, which I think that they're separate issues.
Okay, but that's fine. But can you first acknowledge that no one was talking about the nuclear family?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, great. Why do you think that no one ever talks about the nuclear family at all publicly?
Maybe a lack of importance. And I mean, obviously, it's very important that you have a father and a mother growing up. That's very crucial to childhood.
We agree.
Yes, but to get to my point, in 2020 with the George Floyd protests...
riots.
Riots or protests, depends.
Were they riots or protests?
All right, well, we disagree on that, but to get to my point...
Sure.
To get to my point...
were they mostly peaceful?
I believe so, yes.
Please let Andrew talk. Let Andrew talk. It takes a lot of courage to come up. I'm going to defend you. Please
no, it's
continue.
okay. People can disagree, but I just like to get my point off. So I think police brutality and the nuclear family are two separate issues, okay? So I think that there's over-policing in black neighborhoods. Would you agree?
Not even close. Under-policing, actually. And don't take my word for it. Again, like half of all murders in Chicago aren't even solved. That's bad, right?
Okay, but that's Chicago, okay?
Well, but again, about only 60% in Baltimore are solved. It's across the country, but Chicago is America's third largest city, New York, LA, Chicago. Let's just pause right here. In order to solve murders, you need detectives, which are police officers. So we should agree that if you commit a murder, we should find out who it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So half of all murders are not solved. You can fact check me on this. Chicago murder solve rate 50%. You guys can all fact check me on this. So should we need more police then?
I never said I disagree about defunding the police.
No, but you said over-policed. I don't think we have enough. So show me an example. Show me a city where we have too many police, and be specific.
Well, I can't come up with any specific example.
Well, but you said that we're over-policed. You got to give me some specifics. It can't be an abstraction. You got to tell me the city in America that is over-policed, because I'd be interested to know about that city.
Well, like I said, I don't have any specific examples, but I'm going to pivot.
Because it doesn't exist, though.
I'm going to pivot really quick, if that's okay.
Before you pivot, I just want to teach you something, Andrew. It's easy to say that you're over-policed. You got to back up the data. There's no incident in the country of any city that's over-policed. It does not exist. We have a police staffing shortage in this country. We don't have enough police, but please pivot.
Okay, so to get back to my point, I think police brutality and like
I always tell someone, whenever you want to come out to debate with Charlie, you have to have some backup. Like, you literally have to do research, because you're coming out to say something and you are not sure about it. You don't have any backup, you don't have a genuine fact. Man, come on, you are totally a loser. Just watching this guy coming out and then asking a question, and then he also asked a question. I even tried to point out something for him, and he couldn't have, like, he literally said he doesn't have any backup for that. Like, I mean, before you come out, do some more research, dude. Like, do your research first before you say you want to come out to debate. Let's go back and continue, guys.
The culture, black culture, is two separate things. I think police officers kneeling on someone's neck for 9 minutes is a completely separate incident.
What was George Floyd's cause of death?
Asphyxiation.
Actually, the original medical report by the Hennepin County Examiner said that it was a drug overdose. Did you know that?
But that was hired by the state. An independent coroner reported that it was asphyxiation.
You might be right, but if you guys love truth, you should go and dive into the Derek Chauvin court documents. There's a lot more to the George Floyd situation than anyone ever told you. It really is, and it's a great video. And I'm not even, you might be right, but there's so much more to that circumstance of George Floyd that was overdosing on drugs, right? That also, did you know that what Derek Chauvin did to George Floyd was actually in the police manual training? It was completely justified and was trained by his superiors to do. Now, let me ask you a question. How many unarmed black people, on average, are killed by police a year?
Well, I'd have to look up that statistic.
Guess.
Probably over 50%.
Yeah, it's 15 people a year. 15. And that's not my number. That's the Washington Post that came up with it and did a national crime survey. And they even were generous, and they said unarmed, meaning you had a weapon nearby or you had a knife that...
Well, how come, my question to you then, how come you see it so often on social media?
Because that's a good question, Andrew, because you're being propagandized. You're being brainwashed is the name of this tour. And I'm here to tell you that
he's totally short of words. Like, this is why I love this guy. Like, he will give you facts, he will tell you the truth, he will pinpoint everything for you, he will literally bring it to your first, like he will tell you this is how it is, this is the reason, this is what happens. Like, come on, the dude does not even know anything to say again. Like, he's just so blank. I mean, looking at this video, and then he's telling him that something happens just 15 times in a year with over 3 point something million people. Come on, and he's not aware. And you are a citizen of that country, you are from that country, you live in that country, and you don't research about your own country, what is happening and what is not happening. I mean, come on guys, this is not what I was expecting from this guy. Of course, we know Charlie, he's the king, he knows how to do his job so well.
you see it, so you actually don't see it as often as you think. This is emotional targeted videoing to have you think that something exists when it doesn't. We look at the data like, oh, it's 15 times a year, 15 times a year, and it's even lower than that. But do you know what does happen a lot every single year? Is that there's over 100,000 drug overdoses every single year. We don't talk about that. We should. You know, we should. I totally agree, right? But yet we have this whole thing about police brutality, and no one can ever give me examples where there's too many police, and that's okay, I'm not just picking on you. Just in general, it's easy to get caught up in the abstractions. It's easy to get caught up in the parade and in all the bedlam. But when you dive into it, you realize that it's all brainwashing, and it's propaganda.
I guess what I would say in response to that is, when you do your own independent research, you can find data to skew in any direction you want it to.
But it's the Washington Post. I'm not just making this stuff up. This is the left. I'm using this, and I'm not cherry picking, because you said police brutality. So then I pinpoint, okay, how many black people are then killed unarmed by police every year? Boom, that's the number. In a population, by the way, where there's tens of millions of black Americans, it's an insignificant sum. And you know that more kids are killed in urban violence going to school or walking to the playground than blacks are killed by police? Yet we don't talk about that as much. The question then is why? Is that, this is my belief, is that Black America is so abused by the current mainstream media, it's abused by the Democrat Party, and they don't want Black Americans to think freely or independently, that they have been used as pawns by the Democrat Party for the last 60 years. That's exactly what is happening right now, and I pray people are starting to wake up. A final thought, Andrew?
I guess I don't really have anything.
That's okay. I encourage you to do this. Fact check me later. Find out what the unsolved murder rate is in Chicago. See if Charlie Kirk was right. Look at the Washington Post crime database and find out, was it really 15 unarmed blacks that were killed by police year by year? Sometimes as low as 8, sometimes it's 20, so the average is about 15, okay? Go and look at The Biggest Lie Ever Told, the George Floyd documentary. Go look at the original Hennepin County medical. Don't just take my word for it. Do that research. And in that research, if you're like, oh, dang, I was lied, use that as what we call taking the red pill. And you'll see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
100%.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Can I shake your hand?
Yeah, God bless, man. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Give it up for Andrew. That's not easy to do.
Thank you so much, guys. Like, I mean, thank you, Charlie Craig. That was an interesting one, fun. Like, he literally admits he didn't have anything, he didn't have any point, he didn't have any other thing to say. I mean, so he needs to go and do his research more, look for every evidence you are looking for, anything you want to know. Go and do your research, you will definitely see. Of course, that was so great from Charlie. I really enjoyed myself. I had fun watching that video. And at this point, guys, this is where we'll draw the curtain for the day. And if you really enjoyed this video as much as I did, do well to smash your like button. Of course, join the family, join AB Reacts by clicking on your subscribe button and then on your notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I upload a video. If you have recommendation, suggestion, guys, always do well to leave them right there in the comment section or right up this way. Now I can't wait to see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe, stay blessed, and don't go away, don't touch that dial. Bye guys.